Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-February 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's going on for my lovely Aquarius collective. It is Aquarius season still, and I hope it's treating you all fantastic. Let's shuffle it up one time, see what we got for you, my friends. Talk to me, my guides. What do we got? And yeah, we're just going to look at this first card real quick, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you could lean into, which is always intriguing. Let's get it going. Let's go. What's up with Aquarius? And while we get this card out, I would once again like to wish you all a very happy birthday from me to you, since it is Aquarius season. Okay, so there is a little bit of complexity here with this first card. Obviously, this isn't a negative or a bad card, but there's a lot of moving pieces, or there could be a lot of things affecting you in this time. Now, before we really start breaking that down, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the February subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Have a look at this card. So this does pop up for every sign from time to time. You see this woman, she is looking in the mirror. There's multiple mirrors. She is holding a mask. There's a Russian doll on the end table there. There's various different items. So when I see this card, to me, it does represent something that might be very complex, something that might have a lot of hidden layers, things that are going on under the scenes. So you might be dealing with complex things. For another portion of you, this card could easily represent just a lot of energies affecting you, a lot of things grabbing your attention in this time. So just try to keep yourself energetically grounded when this card shows up, because there could be a lot of things. And your empathy could be extra heightened. Okay, that's something I feel like I need to tell the Aquarius collective. So we're just going to put her down right there. We're going to get into tarot right now. And I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. But yeah, I'm going to get you 3 of these in the upright, then we'll get the intuitive, juicy stuff going. So let's shuffle it up for Aquarius, please. So, last week's reading had a very concise theme, okay? Now, obviously, it doesn't hit every single Aquarius every time, but it was a pattern and a theme that I saw all throughout the reading, through the main portion, through the clarification. It was titled A Big End and a New Beginning. And the theme of last week's reading was that of transformation, from endings of a cycle, new beginnings springing forth. So hopefully none of you are going through rough endings, rough pain in this time. But as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. Last week's reading was more about remaking yourself. So let's see what we have for you this week. And yeah, we could be seeing your energy or someone else's, all right? It's always important to remember that. You know that though, right? You already know if you watch tarot. Let's get 3. 3 for Aquarius, please. Yeah, the deck is being specific now. Okay, I'll take it. All right, thank you. Okay, so there is a card of the past showing up here front and center. I always am a little weary or leery of starting the reading off with a card from the past, but hey, we might be seeing something like a past, present, future type of situation happening here. Let's get 2 more. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have the 5 of Cups in position number 2, but that does not sync the reading, because at the very end, we got the Wheel of Fortune, my good friends. There could be big shifts and changes happening, just like we were seeing last week. That is a karmic type of energy we're seeing here. So once again, as always, this is going to be a very nuanced type of reading for Aquarius. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicy stuff. Now, I just have to mention, at first glance, we do have 2 cards that are water-based, so this could represent emotions and feelings. But we have the Wheel of Fortune, baby. That's a beautiful energy. But in position number 1, we do have the 6 of Cups, and I'll mention this as well. This could represent karmic cycles, so can the Wheel of Fortune. So we do have this little karmic undertone here. But the 6 of Cups, past, okay? It could represent soulmates and twin flames, of course, as well. But when I see this, I think of someone that you may have a very strong emotional bond with, or someone that you've known for a very, very long time. This is a very powerful, intense connection when we have the 6 of Cups. It is also my card of history, memories. So you might be doing a lot of thinking back on the past, thinking back on a childhood. It makes sense, especially since it's Aquarius season, right? And there's a lot of planets passing through on your natal chart. But there is something linked to the past here, because moving to the center, we have the Five of Cups. These cards could be complementing each other in this spread, because this could be somebody with a rough past, rough history. Hopefully you're not dwelling on bad memories, bad experiences, because when these cards combine together, that could be it. Like somebody, like rough things start coming up for whatever reason. Okay, it's rough history. But the Five of Cups is a card of sadness. You see this person, river of tears. They're crying over something. Now, this could be very minor. It could also be something major. This could represent depressions. There might be someone you're connected to that is feeling like very depressed, down in the dumps when this card shows up. It's sadness. It's pain. It's hurt. So we really want to clarify this and see what it's about, right? This person is looking at the spilled cups as opposed to the full ones that are right behind them. Okay, so lots of cup energy, lots of emotional energy that Spirit could be giving us a little heads up about. Now, moving to the very back end, we got the Wheel of Fortune, my good friends. Beautiful Jupiter type of energy showing up here. I love the Wheel of Fortune. This could be Spirit saying like, hey, your luck is about to shift. Your luck is about to change. Today could be your lucky day. This is a card of karmic cycles. Okay, it's that never-ending change. So we could be looking at karmic themes and archetypes. Of course, this is going to be a very important card. The beginnings, the endings, the wheel that's never ending. That's kind of like what we saw last week. But I tend to think of this as a four-leaf clover in any reading where it's Spirit saying like, hey, things are about to change big and change in a good way. So we're going to see what that's about. It's a very in-depth type of card, but like I said, it's very beneficial Jupiter type of energy. So with all that being said, Aquarius, let's dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, so we're going to get a good shuffle here, my friends. Let's see what's going on for the Aquarians. Please, my gods. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation. I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Six of Cups. And if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any energies that or messages that you want to give to Aquarius, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. You won't be stepping on my toes. Okay, Six of Cups time. Why is this Six of Cups here? Thank you. Magician in reverse. I mean, there's really no point in stressing about something that you really didn't have control over. I feel like some of you really need to hear that in this time with the Magician in reverse underneath the Six of Cups. There could have been a situation or an issue that happened that was like completely out of your hands, and it's showing up here, all right? Whether it's linked to this Five of Cups, whatever it might be, this is something that was not in your control. And I always like to say that we can't affect the actions of, we can't control the actions of others. The only thing we can control is how we react to certain things, right? And that's a vibe I'm picking up here in the front. Like, it was not your fault, or something was not your fault. There's nothing you could have done different. Even if you did do something different, it would have ended the same way. Like, I feel a lot of you might need that perspective, Aquarius. Obviously not every single one. Now, the Magician, when it shows up in reverse, it can also represent, remember, like I said earlier, somebody, and this is for a very, very small percentage. You know me, I try to keep these readings as non-airy as possible, but with the Magician reverse, it can be someone like from the past with the evil eye on. So just keep yourself energetically locked down. But I feel like some of you, like, there's no point in stressing about situations or issues that you had no control over, okay? Let's move over to the Five of Cups. We're not going to stay here too long. It is what it is. Okay, so why is that Five of Cups here? Thank you. Nine of Swords, yeah. This person is, yeah, a mess. The Five of Cups, Nine of Swords. And I've been saying this a couple of times throughout the week. These energies go together like peanut butter and jelly, unfortunately, because they're rougher types of energy. But we got the sadness, depression, we have the anxiety with the Nine of Swords. There could be somebody who's losing sleep, overthinking something. This is someone that's going through a very, very tough time that we have here in the middle, okay? I don't necessarily feel like it's all of you or that you're all going through these. Of course, that could be a possibility. But with the Five of Cups, Nine of Swords, it's like this person is getting it from all ends. Like, they're getting it from the spiritual end, from the past, from the sadness, from the anxiety. It's like a barrage, what I'm feeling here. So I feel like this can be like a warning from Spirit, of course. Okay, I really want to see how this plays out with the Wheel of Fortune at the back. But when we have the Five of Cups with the Nine of Swords and someone stressing about the past, there could be an individual you're connected to where they are just a mess. And I hate to put it like that. That energy has been coming through for different signs as well. Like my sun sign had that message last week. But yeah, that's just the best way I could put it. I'm going to move over. Once again, we're not going to dwell on this energy. It is what it is. No point in stressing about what you can't control. Figure out what you can control. Put energy towards doing it. We're going to go in on that wheel. If it's something that's out of your hands, then work on things that are in your control. That's the best way I could put it. So why is that wheel here? But yeah, this is someone that's, whew, it doesn't feel too nice. So let's go in on the wheel. Thank you. All right, yeah, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse here underneath this Wheel of Fortune, the upheaval. Okay, this is kind of giving me, now, it may be changes that don't feel too comfortable right now, but they could be changes for the better. All right, I'm getting that blessing in disguise type of energy that this individual, whoever this is, whether it's you or somebody else, whatever it is they're going through that's driving them up a wall, this could be a very uncomfortable time right now, but it's for the best. Even if it doesn't feel like, even if that doesn't feel intuitive or doesn't even resonate, it's for the best. Because the King of Pentacles in reverse is an energy that's a bit unhinged, so to speak. And when we have it underneath like a moving cycle-based card like the Wheel of Fortune, these are changes that will be for the better, but right now it might not feel like it. It might feel like the ground is a little shaky underneath this person's feet. And that's okay. We all go through cycles like that, right? The pressure turns us into diamonds. For some of you, this could be a father figure or even an earth sign catching a dose of karma when it shows up in reverse. But it's a little unhinged here. This person's going through it. That's a big vibe I'm picking up here. This person is going through it. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. Once again, I don't want to dwell. Of course, this can mean other things. But if you kindly look in the box, position number one, and I'm seeing change for the better, even if it doesn't feel like it. I just want to reiterate that. But in position number one, we have the Six of Cups with the Magician in reverse. Getting the vibe of somebody who is like stressing about a situation that wasn't their fault, something that was completely out of their hands, out of their control. Could that be you? Sure. Could that be someone else? Absolutely. But there is no point in doing that. Okay, like I just feel like I need to keep delivering that message to somebody. There is no point in stressing or holding on to something that was out of your hands and your control. For a small portion of you, please keep yourself energetically cleansed and locked down, because there could be somebody like putting the juju on you, putting the evil eye on you, watch out, giving you the horns. Moving to the center, we have the Five of Cups with the Nine of Swords in the upright. Like I said, this is somebody who's like sad, crying, depressed, nervous, anxious, losing sleep. So this person is messy or a mess, so to speak. And I hate putting it like that, but that's the best way I can put it when we have this and then somebody stressing about the past and all this stuff. But as we move over, we have the Wheel of Fortune with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, sure, could this be a father figure or an earth sign getting some karmic dose here? Absolutely. But this does feel like a huge time of shift and change. Like somebody might feel like it's a little unhinged. And although certain changes might be happening, they don't feel good right now. And it's counterintuitive to say that it's for the best. This Wheel of Fortune says like this cycle needs to complete. This cycle needs to happen. In the end, it will be for the best. Even if it doesn't feel like it right now. Even if it's counterintuitive. So please take a screenshot. Like I said, it feels a little unhinged on this back end. Not a big fan of it. Let's get you one shadow card. You know, hopefully this isn't a vibe that you're sitting in for too long, like if this is you, because it is your season, right? It's Aquarius season. I want you guys to be happy and partying, right? Let's get one shadow card here. What's in the shadows for my Aquarians, please? Thank you. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. This card... The imagery is just really powerful to me when I see it. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is usually a card of independence, right? Like somebody who's very sturdy. But remember, we're looking at the shadow side of this. One thing that always comes to mind with this card, notice that that bird is in a cage. What you own owns you. Watch out for material things, material abundance, and don't feel like you have to do things on your own. This is Spirit warning against that lone wolf syndrome when this card shows up. This could absolutely be somebody that's feeling trapped, feels like they're up against the wall, because when this card shows up in reverse, similar to that King of Pentacles in reverse, it can be a little bit unhinged in its ways, right? So the changes might not be comfortable, or you might feel trapped or bogged down, but they're going to keep moving anyway, all right? And just watch out for money situations as well. Don't focus too much on the material. But yeah, Aquarius, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the February subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the January subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this week's Fire and Air readings. But for February, I've decided to run it back. Once again, we're doing 2 copies of the most adorable deck in all the land, the Smith Tiny Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments which card from this week's reading you thought was most adorable. You'll be entered to win. And at the end of February, the winners will be in the community tab as always, my friends. Much love, and I'll see you next time.